What's good, y'all? All right, so last one for the night, man. Let's talk about Georgia and Texas, man. Pretty good game up until the fourth quarter, man. And hey, I gotta give my flowers to Kirby Smart because how he's been coaching, he ran loops, rounds around Steve Sarkisian, man. Like he looked lost out there at some points in this game. Now for Georgia, what I liked, and I'm gonna talk about this first, they have so much depth, bro. It don't make no sense how much depth they have on their team, bro. Like they got, you know, Elijah Griffin coming into the game. He used to play at Savannah Christian. He making an impact tonight. Zayden Walker had a forced fumble against Arch Manning. They have so much depth at their linebacker edge position. Quintavious Johnson continues to take steps forward in his career. Right? They got so many guys that can rush the passer and play at a high level and succeed that it allows this team to be very complete. And this was one of their best games rushing the passer. They've struggled with that all season long. I think Kirby had found something, and he done built so much depth on that team. They're going to be dangerous moving forward. And I think this was probably a small microcosm of how the defense is going to look moving forward, especially with how they rush the passer. So that's numero uno. Numero dos. This guy right here is special. I keep telling y'all, 224 yards and 4 touchdowns tonight. He also had one on the ground. And they didn't even run it all that great tonight, right? Nate Frazier had 72 yards, but was like 15 carries. But what I like about Georgia, they don't always run it the best. They're consistent with it, though. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep running the ball and keep running the ball and keep running the ball until they finally break a play loose. When you have that, that makes you a really special team because you never give up on it and allows them to have play action, right? Big plays down the field. Noah Thomas had 2 touchdowns tonight. Lawson Lucky had a touchdown catch. Like, they're able to spread the ball out. And they're missing some of their key players. No Taylor Taylor, right? No Kobe Young, who got hurt, fractured a leg. And they're still able to put up these astronomical numbers on offense. 120 on the ground, I believe it was, and over 225 plus through the air, close to 225 through the air. When you can do that, that helps you out a lot. And like I said, it's something to be very impressed about. Like, this team is very special. And I have to give respect to Georgia. I took Texas to win this game. You know what I'm saying? I did. And I thought the defense for Texas did all they could for a long time. They kept it at 14-3 throughout most of this game. Got the turnover from Anthony Hill. They finally scored. But Kirby just did what he was supposed to do. They went down and scored. He did the surprise onside kick. Got Steve Sarkisian real good with that. And that was it. That was basically the ball game because you can double up your possessions. And then they were already tired from last possession and being out there. And then they go get that and you go 3 and out. It was over with. But I still have full confidence in Texas defense. A lot of people gonna write them off as they're out at 9-3, or 7-3. But Texas, people forget Texas is a brand. College football ratings, people gonna want to see this team in. It's very simple for Texas. Win out, beat Texas A&M, beat Arkansas. You'll have a shot to eventually get it because it's only gonna probably be one. If it's the one, maybe 2 teams from ACC getting in, but likely only one. Big 12, probably 2 to 3. And then those are basically all your power conferences. It's only 4 of them. ACC, Big 12, Big 10. Big 10 will probably get 2 or 3. And you have probably, 4 or 5 spots available? You know what I'm saying? They'll probably want to see Texas in. But Texas has a big mountain to climb. But if they win out, they'll be in. I did like some things I've seen from Arch in this game. Has to be more crisp with his throws. A lot of overthrows for him. But it simply comes down to they have to run the ball better, right? And Texas strays away from it. They put too much on Arch, and I feel like if they had a better running game, it would help them out a lot. Now, Contravian Watson did his thing. He had 4.1 yards per carry, but then you go away from it. C.J. Baxter, 1 carry. Ryan Wingo, 2 carries. He's obviously your receiver. And then that's it. 9 carries all game for Contravian Wisner, who's an impact player. Give him the ball more. And then it's simple for Texas. Your receivers got to catch the ball, too. Some of them are overthrows, but Ryan Wingo early in the game got to catch the ball better. You know what I'm saying? Emmett Mosley, same thing. Like, you got to catch the football, Part of it goes on Arch because you need to throw the ball better, but at the same time, they need to catch the ball better too. And you need more of a running game. But I thought the defense did all they could to help this team stay pat. That's an ugly loss, but we know it was close. You just got outcoached. You got to be able to adjust, man. But what I learned from this game, Georgia's the real deal. You got to put some respect on them boys. Like, they ain't nothing to play with. They went through a gauntlet of a schedule and only lost to Alabama. They didn't beat Texas. Auburn, on the road. They went up and beat Tennessee in a shootout offensively. They've even beat Ole Miss. Like, Georgia has beaten everybody and anybody to get into the CFP, and they deserve to be in. Like I said, they'll need help to get to the SEC championship, but it doesn't matter. If they finish how they're supposed to finish, they'll be in regardless, whether they get another loss or they don't. 11-1, 10-2 Georgia, with all the key significant wins they have, they'll be in the CFP playoff. So, My final takeaway, Georgia's the real deal. Texas is going to need help. They got to win out. If they win out, they still got a shot to get into the CFP, in my humble opinion. But they need to help out Arch more. Not the defense. Defense did good today, I thought. They got tired at the end, right? Any defense is going to get tired. They got the pieces for that. They need more of a running game and the receivers to step up. If Texans can get that, they'll be just fine. That's my biggest takeaway, man. That's my thoughts. Final game of the night. My reaction. Great day of college football, man. Can't wait to talk about it more during the week. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see y'all boys soon. And make sure, as always, y'all like, comment, and subscribe.